everyone, Charlene Bauer, Ladies Off-Road Network, and we are live at 5 next to the fireplace. Yes, thank you all for joining me on Saturday night, or those that did join on Saturday night, for the very epic first ever Ladies Off-Road virtual campfire. It was a ton of fun. We had a lot of guests that came in. We had all kinds of people that came. But that's just one of the topics for tonight. So let me run down the topic list for tonight. First and foremost is we have new shirts to talk about. Yes, we do. We have new shirts to talk about. And bam! We'll also be talking about lifetime membership, if you didn't hear that. We are celebrating I'm Not Just a Girl's 9-year anniversary. Tomorrow we have our e-workshop tomorrow night. So I will talk about who's going to be there and what we're going to talk about. We have the challenge. I released a big video about the challenge. Welding. I have some education on welding tonight about how to shop for gear, how to shop for a helmet and jackets and gloves. The education binder, the lifetime membership, wilderness first aid, great news there. Next Thursday, I'm going to be a special guest on the Rebelle rally. Plus, we have a cool BFG deal coming up. I'm going to add that to the list right now. Yep, I'll talk about that. And, yeah. And then anything else you guys want to talk about. So this was the setup for our Saturday night campfire social. It was a lot of fun. I will have to give some mad props to some people. Number one, Jo Marie came with a real campfire. Like, she came with a real campfire. She was hanging out by her campfire in her yard. So she gets props number one. Prop number two goes to Jessica. She ended up building a campfire while she was online with us. So she gets props number two for having a real campfire. April also gets props because she had a real campfire, but she said it's propane. So she said, yeah, it's a propane fire. Cheryl turned on her real fire in her house. She did that. Or this, whichever one it is. Cheryl, you'll have to tell us which one it is. And then Jody and I tied for having our campfires on our TVs. Luckily, it did not put off any heat because it's like 90 degrees here today. So I just want you to know that this is purely for you. And of course, we had all of our snacks that we had, and I had the chocolate and the graham crackers, but Lori had the marshmallows in Ohio, so it made it a little awkward to make s'mores, but we had those, and we had Skittles, and we had Swedish fish, and we had pizza. I brought Domino's pizza for everybody. And I know you're like, seriously, Charlene? Yes, it was so much fun. It was really a blast. We ended up having some special guests drop in. So Cindy from S-Pod dropped through. Danielle from Tread Lightly dropped through. Barbara Rainey from the Off-Road Motorsports Hall of Fame dropped through. Of course, my mom dropped through. Mom and Dad dropped through. That was cool. Just some of the topics that we talked about. Oh, we did some garage tours. Like, literally, the ladies took us into their garages and showed us what was going on. Our campfire favorite foods has kind of sparked it a little bit, but man, by the time we were done talking about that, I was hungry. Gas prices, like, when you get a group of girls together and we're all talking about gas prices, I thought that was really funny. We talked about tents versus trailers, like, what do you prefer? And then we talked about beer trucks going around town. So the different beer trucks and like who wanted a taco truck, and then of course the ice cream truck. Oh my gosh, Lori, thank you so much. Of course, I have to tell you that we put a peep in a microwave. Our first bad idea of the night was putting a peep in the microwave. Of course, we can't tell you what happened. You're just gonna have to try it yourself. much going on. I wrote down 2 quotes. One was from Barbara, and it was, of course, Charlene provides the passport to adventure and really bad jokes. And I take that very personal. Like, of course I have bad jokes. Like, that's why we keep laughing. Ladies, what is an Easter egg's least favorite day? Okay, if you know the answer. If you were on Saturday, no cheating. What is an Easter egg's least favorite day, right? Of course I have bad jokes. And then Marissa at the end, she's like, my face hurts from laughing. I have to go now. So that was a lot of fun. Again, that was our first ever campfire, first ever social. I think it's going to stay. I'm not sure how yet. I have some ideas. We're trying to figure it out. There's a lot going on. Oh my gosh, who knows what's going to happen. So that's the plan for that. Thank you to everyone that showed up. We had over 30 girls show up throughout the night. Like, it was just kind of a pass-through party, so you could come as you wanted to. So I'm really happy with that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I think that it was great, and I definitely appreciate you for all of that. So, Campfire ladies, throw down some hearts. If you missed it, that's okay. We're going to have more opportunities for you just to come and chat. Like, it just became like a chat zone. I didn't have any agenda. I did throw down a video, and that's one of the things I want to bring up tonight. Tonight's just like a bunch of random stuff, okay? So we don't have like some huge announcement. Well, other than the fancy new shirts. That'll come in a minute though. So the BFG asked me to do a garage tour for their channels. And I said, absolutely not. No, there's no way anybody is going into my garage right now. No, 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 and no. So instead, what I put together is a really cool, I think anyways, office tour. And then a behind the scenes look. I took him, them, you, whoever watches this, to where I've been shooting Bauer Academy and also to the Beef. So it's going to be a really cool video. It's coming out this week on BFG's social channels. So when it does come out, I'd really appreciate your guys' help. Let's tune that baby out there. Let's make sure that everybody sees it. Between you and I, it's going to be a 3-part series. So that's video number 1. Video number 2 is, well, I actually have to go out into the garage and clean it and get it under control. And so it will just be like me doing a whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of work, like built on BFG, things that we have to get done around here to clean out the garage, which needs to happen anyways. And then, which tomorrow night is going to be one of those things that we have to do. I'll tell you about that in a second. And then on the third one will actually be where I let you into my garage, because I do have a really lot of cool stuff out there that I want to show you about. But yeah, I can't show you yet. I can't show you the state that it's in. Oh my gosh, no. So that leads us into tomorrow night. Tomorrow night's e-workshop. So that means it's live and it's educational and it's awesome. Is going to be I need to like print all these backwards so you guys can see them better, right? So tomorrow night's e-workshop is going to be, Adam Wood is going to be our guest speaker, and he's going to talk about inspecting and washing your gear. So I have to wash all of the straps and all of the stuff that I took around the country last year to be able to get everything cleaned up. But what I'm going to do is have Adam tell us how to do it, and then we're all going to do it this weekend. I think that'll be fun. So how to inspect and wash your gear, and then I'm going to teach on winching points and the pull pal. So winching points and the pull pal is how I'm going to teach. So those are going to be the big topics of tomorrow night. As normal, all you got to do is jump on and grab a link. So you need to register. It's for members only, so you need to be a member and you need to register in. You grab a link, and then that will be what you use for tomorrow. If you are not a member, this is a member request, is that they became membership items only, and I do agree with it. However, if you're not a member yet, if you want to see what this is all about, if you're looking to be a member, you can reach out to us and grab a guest link. So I will send out a guest link so that you have an opportunity to see what it's all about and then join us as the membership from that point. So you can text 480-490-2019 for that link. Marissa, maybe you can type that one in, 480-490-2019, and text us, and I will get you that guest code that you need to put in order to get past it. I already saw one text come in, so we're doing good. Note, I want everybody to take it, but I do think that it is important to keep it as a member zone. So that is that. New for tomorrow, we're going to try something new at 12 noon on this channel on Ladies Off-Road Network. I am going to go live with Adam for maybe 10-15 minutes or something. He's going to give a little teaser about what he's going to talk about. I'm going to give a little teaser about what I'm going to talk about. It's our first one, so hopefully it goes well. You know how technology works, but we're going to just like say, yeah, it's going to be great, and go from it there. So if you see us pop up live tomorrow, that's what's happening. Adam and I are just going to do that and the guest, hopefully, future, the guest will be with me at around noonish to do a little preview of what we're going to talk about that night. So it gets everybody excited. Okay, so that talks about that. That talks about that. I guess while we're on education, how are you doing on your guys' binders? Everybody's binders look the same as mine? The same as last week? I mean, at least we're honest with each other, right? So just remembering there's a lot that you can print out and add into your binders. I'm working on a bigger program for this as well, so don't get overly excited about making your binder pretty yet. Just make sure you get one together, and we can start working forward on that. I have a little bit of a plan, but just remember that we do have that link on our homepage. It's everywhere. It's called the Education Master List. There's over 120 links there that you can already jump into, and if it does say member link here or a member conversation here, that's your opportunity to go in and print your one sheet so that you can have it for your binder. So there's lots of them in there already, and there's more coming. Yes, many more coming. All right, so that's the binder. That's the campfire. Back to our, if you're just kind of coming in and wondering, well, why in the world am I sitting by a campfire when it's 90 degrees outside? Yeah, because I'm showing you what our little look looks like for Saturday night's campfire. It was a ton of fun. We had a bunch of girls, and very appreciated for that. So everybody throw some hearts for those topics. All right, so what did I talk about already? So we already talked about the campfire. I'm gonna just cross these things off. I didn't make a big old list this time. Sorry, we don't have an organization tonight. We got too much going on. So we talked about the campfire. We talked about the e-workshop. Who's coming tomorrow? Coming? Right, coming. For our e-workshop, Adam Wood is going to talk about inspecting and washing the gear, and I'm going to talk about winching points in the pole pal. We talked about the BFG garage and how that video is going to come out this week, and I'd appreciate your guys' help. Well, for one, I definitely want you to watch it, and for two, we'll hopefully that you will share it, show some people around. All right, a couple other like super random things that are going on. If you've been in our group page, so remember we have a Facebook regular page and then we have a group page. If you've been in our group page, you've been seeing for the last 7 days, I've been sharing over Nina Barlow's Responsible Recreation challenge. It's been so fun to watch. I've been loving all the comments. If you've been playing, type in playing. So today is the last one. They're based on the Tread Lightly principles that are out there. She's giving away all kinds of cool stuff. I think Tread Lightly got involved also, and they're trying to give away cool stuff. So make sure that you guys go and play along today is the last one for you to get involved with, and you can have some fun with that. So very cool program with Nina and doing responsible recreation through the Tread Lightly program. So that is on our group page. Now, another really cool thing with Emily Miller and the Rebelle Rally. So they have been doing lives every Tuesday and Thursday with education attached to it. Just different things kind of relating to the rally. And so she asked me to come in and do a marketing class. And this was like right at the very beginning. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Emily, let me figure out my schedule and then we'll figure out how everything flows into play. So now that we're only doing e-workshops on Wednesday nights, that leaves me my Thursdays. And so next Thursday on the Rebelle Rally channel, I will be doing a marketing class. It's how, my class is called Racer Marketing School. It's a 7-hour class that I give online. This is only about an hour that you're going to have for me to give a bunch of tips and tricks. But if you're into off-road marketing, if you're into racing, if you're into any of that type of thing, that is something that you will definitely want to listen to, be a part of, ask questions, and go from there. All right. The Thursday the 30th, it's at 3 o'clock Pacific time on the Rebelle Rally page. You'll see me posting that probably later this week, next week, in order to make sure everybody knows about that one. Okay, off our list. Oh, this is so cool. Wilderness First Aid. Wilderness First Aid is 100% a go. Okay, 95% a go, because we got to give ourselves 5% for the government to get involved again. But I did confirm with Dan. I gave him a call. We chatted about it. He is so excited that we're tough girls and that we're ready to rock and roll and we're ready to play. So yes, throw down some hearts. Wilderness First Aid is 95% a go. The 5% is the government, not us. So Dan and I are like, we got plenty of room, we got plenty of space, we can space ourselves out, we can do whatever we need to do. We are going to make it work. All right? With that, there are 4 spots left. That's it for this Wilderness First Aid. So if you are interested in coming, if you're interested in being part of it, get signed up now. This is legit. It's happening. Okay? Happening. No questions as far as we are concerned. As I said in the past, if there becomes a challenge where it has to get changed, only the date will change. It will not get canceled. All right? The location is New Mexico. It is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Second weekend in June. I didn't bring any of the dates or anything. That's awful. Yeah, anyway, somebody can write that in. So Wilderness First Aid is out there, ready to rock and roll. It is on our upcoming events page on our website, and I will post that again too. But you can get to it right from the homepage, ladiesoffroadnetwork.com, or maybe somebody can grab the link really fast and throw it in there. That would be spectacular. Alrighty then. So 4 spots left for that. It's a unique Wilderness First Aid. It's not like all the rest of them. So it's a 2-day Wilderness First Aid class where you do become certified. But then the 3rd day, I asked for this special. We are going out off-roading. They're taking us into the woods or whatever, desert, and somebody is going to be hurt. And we have to use what we just learned in our true environment. Because I feel like sometimes we learn so much in the books, we sit in a room and everything, but if you don't actually apply it, you don't actually learn it. So that's what we're going to be doing on that 3rd day. 100% unique to us, unique to me asking him, hey, I want to do this on the 3rd day. Can you put it together? And he's like, sure, we can do something fun like that. I'm like, heck yeah. So that is the plan for Wilderness First Aid. Thank you for the dates, Lisa. It's June 12th to 14th, and it is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. 4 spots left. Get signed up. Education binder, we talked about that. All right, so we talked about Saturday's Campfire. That's what this is all about. It was a ton of fun. Definitely going to keep them going, just not sure exactly when or how, so just kind of listen for that. We talked about the e-workshops tomorrow night, a 12 noon teaser, inspecting and washing your gear, and winching points in Pole Pal. We talked about the BFG Garage. My garage is coming out on the BFG channels this week. Not garage, office. It's first of 3-part series. Okay, what do we want to talk about next? These fancy new shirts, the lifetime member, welding, or the video challenge. Let's talk about the challenge for a second. We'll talk about the challenge next. So the challenge is, dot. Everybody just throw some dots in right now. Oh my gosh. The challenge is going to be ultra unique again this year. I am loving it. So, as you guys know, I have the categories. We all know the categories, right? Let me just run down the categories. So, a picture, a story, gotta go off-road, watch a movie, read a book, something, some kind of our time, welding, adventure, build a kit, work on your vehicle, some kind of driving, and some kind of like arts and crafts with tools, I guess. And then an impact. So there's all these categories. We all know the categories from last year. The difference is what is Charlene going to make us do within those categories? So I hope that you guys have really been enjoying our picture, what are they? Picture galleries that I've been posting on Ladies Up Front Network's Facebook page. Instagram, you've only been getting about 10 of them. So you need to flop over to Facebook if you want to see all the rest. But yes, the pictures are awesome. Like last night, I released all the toolkits. Holy cow, these toolkits are amazing. You guys are awesome. And again, we're going to put together a kit this year, but it won't be a toolkit. It'll be a different kind of kit. Let's see. The picture, yeah, the picture is going to be fun. It's going to be something that you either already have or you can do super simply from home-ish, somewhere around there. Your story, if you've also been seeing, we've been posting some more stories. We've got about 10 left. I saved these for this particular time. So I'm really excited to be releasing these stories right now. And it's also giving you guys like a little carrot of, hey, I can write a story about myself. I can write about myself. I think that it's going to be a lot of fun. So the stories and pictures, your story is your story. But don't worry, I'm going to teach you how to write a story. All of this stuff, you don't have to know how to do any of it. You just have to know how to, this is such an awful statement, how to try, right? Just like try, just do it. Just go with the words and do it. To Rose's question, can we do all the challenge under shelter in place? Yes. Yes. There's going to be, yes. There's going to be a couple of challenges to that, but hopefully we won't be in shelter in place through all of July. All of June and July, all right? So there's a couple things, and if it does turn into your zone and you really can't go anywhere, then I'm okay with it. We'll deal with it. We'll manage the points to it. But there's nothing where I'm really saying you have to go do something super extreme. You have to go wheeling. I know that sounds really awkward coming from an off-road group where I say, hey, we got to go wheeling. And then I'm like, but you really don't have to go wheeling. Okay, I'm doing that because of this zone in time. And once you see what I have set up for you, you're still going to really appreciate me for it. You're still really going to like it. It's still going to be really fun. It's still going to be kind of wheeling, kind of not. But it's going to be something that we're going to engage in, I think, even more. And that will turn into a really long-term fun scene instead of just a, hey, let's go wheeling type thing. Oh yeah, that's So go ahead and throw some carrots, ladies, because that was a rough one. I will say that there is going to be some arts and crafts this year. A little bit heavier on the arts and crafts this year than last year. Well, actually, that's not true. That's not true. Because we went pretty heavy arts and crafts on the frame, and we're not going to do that this year. So no arts and crafts on the frame. So maybe that arts and crafts is like transferring over to this other arts and crafts. Yeah, that's okay. All right. So kind of similar level of arts and crafts. I know you guys are just like hating this. You're going to love it. Point blank, you're going to love it. My challenge to you, if you're listening right now, if you are even on the fence of being in the challenge, sign up for the challenge. Trust me, you want to do it. Again, remembering, you don't have to know how to do anything. You don't have to do all the challenges. The best thing to do is to try your hardest at as many as you can. Each one gets you into the bowl for the drawing. So what do you have to lose? Literally, what do you have to lose? Like, all we have are laugh lines that we can gain out of this whole thing. Like, that's the worst part about all of this, is like these laugh lines that we're getting. Because we're definitely going to have some with this list that I have in front of me. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. I can't believe that you guys just did that. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I've really... you guys know me, I've worked really hard to keep it at that level also, because again, back to, we need that fun in our world right now, and so we're going to do it, and you're going to learn a lot, and you're going to be a better off-roader by doing this, even if you think it's super silly. But it's not going to be silly. It's going to be, there's some legit stuff mixed in there with our arts and crafts. Okay, next challenge. If you have already done the challenge, I double dare challenge you. Ooh, double dare challenge you. Yep, throw the O face right now. Double dare challenge you, if you've already done the challenge, to encourage a friend to do it also. Find somebody local to you. Find somebody that you know might be in a challenging position. Find somebody that should be a part of Ladies Off-Road Network that you've been working with. Maybe there's somebody online that you chat with all the time. Maybe they're not local to you at all. Find somebody that you can bring to the challenge. Get them to sign up. If you read Marissa's story today yet, something really hit me in it when I was reading it. It said, my best friend did the challenge, and so I reached out to her and asked her what she thought. And it was based on her best friend's opinion was why she decided to do the challenge. Doesn't matter what I say. People can watch that 17-minute video that I put up this week that's really good. It's very descriptive. It's very encouraging. But somebody that's on the fence isn't going to sign up for the challenge until you as a friend says, you need to do this. Like, this is really fun. So if you've already done the challenge, I double dog dare you to try and find somebody to do it with you, meaning get them to enter again as well. Get them to enter as well. I think that you'll have a lot of response. And then, of course, we all know what we're overcoming, right? The time, the money, the everything. Well, back to you. It's $39 for a reason. If you become a member, it's $35.10. It's your 10% off. And then we have the other options, the $99, which gives support back into Ladies Off-Road Network. And then there's the $149. The $149 is if you want to do the challenge plus support Ladies Off-Road Network plus give a scholarship. So we do have scholarships opportunities available. If you know somebody that is sincerely struggling with money, have them submit for the scholarship. You know, if that's not something that maybe you could help them with, right? One or the other. Have them submit in for the scholarship. And then there's another option this year as well, If they are a member and they have not yet used their free training, then that's another opportunity as well. They can reach out for their free training code. So if you become a member, then you get all the benefits, you get the free training, your challenge becomes free. All right? So lots of options. Don't let that stop anybody either. And if somebody's still feeling challenged with that, have them give me a call. All right? Have them give me a call. Or you give me a call, and let's help them figure it out. But yeah, just like Sarah said, it's a great distraction from the craziness of 2020. It's a very positive environment. There's no losing. There's no such thing as losing. There's only such thing as going forward and having a great time. And there's going to be a lot of color involved. I think I said that last time. There's going to be a lot of coloring involved. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my gosh. It's going to be so much fun. Okay, so that is that. There's the challenge. One of the challenges is welding. Do we want to get into welding, or do we want to get into these fancy shirts? Which one? We have fancy shirts, we have welding, and we have lifetime membership. Okay, let's, anybody? What do you want? Well, we're working on the challenge. So let's go shopping. Let's just start our shopping spree. Look. Ladies, there's options. Options. Let's start our shopping spree. Okay. You guys love shopping, don't you? I know. And do you see this? Wait, do you see that? Bam. Okay. Welding. Welding is one of our, is definitely one of our challenges. Now, we all know we get to do the T-weld, right? So the T-weld, it's going to go like this. The T-weld. We're going to forever call it the Triscuit weld, thanks to Cheryl. So we all know that we have to do the T-weld, but then there will also be another welding project attached to it. Our giveaway for April, thanks to Miller, is this amazing kit with the helmet, the gloves, and the jacket. So huge props to Miller for keeping us safe while we are welding, which is very exciting. Very, very, very exciting. And as you remember, you have a second opportunity to enter. So as a member, you need to go in and sign in to the link and say, I want to win, I want to win. Of course, we're also giving away Coyote deflators and a Crawl magazine or Trail magazine gift certificate subscription. So those links just got sent to you on your email if you're in our mailing list. So make sure that you guys go in and grab that link and get this done now, right? Get entered to win. Now you get a second entry if you sign up for the challenge by Monday the 27th, because the drawing's on the 28th. All right, that's the whole point to that. So you need to get signed in for the challenge by that Monday, and that gets you a second entry into the drawing. So very cool opportunity for this this win. Not only is it for our members, but it doesn't matter if you're a member or non-member. If you're part of the challenge, you get an entry into it as well. Okay, so this is cool, right? This is really cool. But then at the same time, it's like, whoa, is this cool? Of course it's cool. But we want to talk about how to shop for helmets and gloves and jackets. Because the other scene is you will be the only one that wins this, right? Of course. Say, I'm going to win, I'm going to win, I'm going to win. Yeah, you're going to be the only one that wins it. So everybody else listening right now has to think about how to shop for their own helmet, jacket, and gloves if they want their own, right? A lot of times if you're just doing these one-off projects, you can borrow the person that's helping you. They always have an extra or spare, some safety equipment running around. But if you decide to start investing, I thought that it'd be really important to think about what you want to think about while considering helmets, gloves, and jackets. Okay, are we good with this? So last week we talked about MIG welding, TIG welding, stick welding, and the 3 different kinds of welding. So some of that will come back into tonight's conversation. So let's talk about helmets. So with a helmet, the first thing that you really want to consider is it's all about face protection and eye protection, right? Like keeping that flash burn from happening. A flash burn is when you weld and that spark off of the weld flashes at you. You know how when people are welding, everybody's like, don't look, don't stare at it, because that arc actually can flash burn your eyes, flash burn your skin. So that's what we're after when we're looking at the helmets. There is a safety standard. The safety standard is an ANSI, A-N-S-I, Z81.1-2003. Yeah. So in 2003, they went through and they upped and increased the safety standards of helmets. If the helmet you're buying just says ANSI approved, that does not guarantee that it's a 2003 standard. And I'll get down to what the 2003 standard upgraded here in just a second. So the first step that you're looking at is this viewing area. Okay, the viewing area and how big that you want that to be. So of course, as always, the more we can see, the better we can weld. So the peripheral vision is actually really important to a lot of welders, especially depending on what kind of welding they're doing. So the bigger the screen, the bigger the area that you can see out of, generally speaking, the better helmet, right? Then there's different kinds of lenses, and you really want a lens that has a clear view of the weld. So it's interesting because some of the lenses give you the ability to actually see the beads and see the welds, and then some don't. They're more of a cloudy type of a lens, a less quality lens. So you want a lens that gives you that opportunity to really see each one of those beads through the weld. All right, then things get a little complicated. So there's 2 different kinds of helmets, of lenses, I should say. There's the passive welding lens, the passive welding helmet, and then the auto darkening helmet, the auto darkening lens. So the passive welding helmet is the one that has the lens that doesn't change in color. So it's always a dark. Generally speaking, it's a level 10 on its shade range. It's a static lens. It has the ultraviolet and infrared filters, but there's not really much more than that, right? So it's going to give you the same kind of protection regardless of what kind of welding you're actually doing. And these are the helmets that you see people put on. They're resting at the top. You're getting everything ready to weld. So you have both your hands down here, and then they like nod their head forward, and the welding helmet comes down on top of their face, and then they're able to weld. Yeah, it's because they can't see out that lens because it's consistently dark. It's consistently at a level 10. So it's a passive welding helmet. All right. So that's that one. And then you pull it up and you can see again and you can see what you're doing. The second type is the auto darkening. All right, the auto darkening style of a welding helmet. So this is where when a spark gets hit, a spark starts, then it's going to auto darken. Generally speaking, as it's kind of sitting there standard, it's going to be at a 3 to 4 level lens. So it's similar to sunglasses. So when you have your helmet down, it's going to be like looking through sunglasses at what you're welding, regardless if you're inside or outside. Then once the spark hits, depending on what kind of a arc it has, what kind of welding you're doing, it's going to adjust that lens to either like a 9 to a 13, depending on the sensors. So there's actually auto darkening sensors within the lens that communicate to it and say, okay, bam, this arc started. As it starts to weld, then we need to make sure that we're changing the sensor and how much light is allowed through that lens and into your eyes. How are we doing? Everybody doing good? So there are different kinds of auto darkenings also. There's an auto darkening that goes from, it's called like a fixed variable shade. So it goes from one to another. That's going to be a cheaper kind, okay? So it's going to go from like a 3 to a 10. 3 to a 10. So that's a fixed variable. Then there is the adjustable variable where it can go from like a 3 or 4, or it can go to anything between that 9 to 13, depending on what type of welding you're working on. So again, you're seeing a bunch of different helmets out there. You're seeing a bunch of different words and technology out there. So that's kind of a couple of the things that you're looking at. Now, something to keep in consideration also with these adjustable helmets is they are battery operated. So there's 3 different kinds. There is the AAA, there's the lithium battery, which looks like a watch battery, and then there's solar, actually. Solar is interesting because that one would have to be placed like out in the sunshine in order for it to regain itself. Well, people that are working on bridges and such, like maybe that's a great plan for them, right? Because they're in the sunshine more, and so it's automatically powering itself. The AAA battery seems to be one of the more common, I think is the word to use, but the lithium battery has a lot longer life, and it also seems to be a little bit more expensive. Okay, then you're going to talk about switching speeds, and those all kind of have to play with the battery life as well, right? So now we have switching speeds. The faster that lens can switch, the better it is for your eyes. So the faster it goes from that 3, those sunglasses, to where it's protecting your eye from the welding, the better off you are. It also, if you're consistently welding, like if you're a welder all the time, think about your eye fatigue, right? Going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So that's something that you also need to kind of pay attention to, is if you're welding a lot, that eye fatigue. And having it switch faster helps eliminate the eye fatigue. So there are ranges. It's one, the way they write it is like a fraction. So I wrote it down because it I don't remember all the numbers. So it's 1/3600 to 1/25,000 is some of the different switching speeds. That's how they're written out. All right. That'll come back in a second. So that's the passive welding helmet, where you have a static helmet, and then there's the auto darkening helmet, where you have the different auto darkening. There's the fixed variable, and then there's the multivariable. Also noting that these are crystal liquid displays, and they feature the light sensors, and those light sensors is actually what sets up to where it needs to go. So Sandy, I'm really appreciating your comments as well, as she's talking about which ones worked best for her. Okay, then the next thing that you need to consider when buying a welding helmet is comfort. Comfort, right? Like we're putting this thing on and we're expecting to weld for hours at a time, or whatever your project contains. So different helmets have different adjustable, what we call head harnesses. Some of them have multiple adjusting points, and some of them just have one adjustment point. So if it just has one adjustment point, you know, no different than wearing like a really awkward helmet that you get that one time, like that bike helmet that you bought for $20 that one time, and it doesn't really adjust correctly. So different helmets have different adjustments in them, and if you have multiple adjustments, that definitely helps as well. You also want to think about the weight of the helmet. So if you have not necessarily a weaker neck, but if you have neck challenges, if you have a heavy helmet, it's going to cause, you know, more pressure on your head the whole time that you're wearing it. Also, back to that challenge with the passive helmet versus the auto darkening. If you have that passive helmet, you're constantly doing this to your head, to your neck, to try and get that helmet to come down. So noticing how much neck strain that you are willing to have goes into the weight of the helmet as well. And then comfort-wise, you can add different things to some of these helmets. You can add a neck cover, you can add head covers. Some of them have earmuffs or ear protection. Again, remembering that welders do a lot of different skill trades throughout everywhere, right? So they could be in a really loud environment and need to have the ear protection, not just for the welding portion, but for their general job and their surroundings. And then speaking of that, let's think about some versatility. So versatility is also really important. Some of these helmets are purely just welding helmets, period. And then some add in grinding visors, so where they have the protection along the visor to where that you can grind. Some have integrated safety helmets, so the safety helmet is actually as part of your helmet if you are in a construction zone. Some have air supplied to them or have an opportunity for an air to come in. We were at Geyser Brothers where they build trophy trucks, and their top TIG welder had an air system in because he's under the hood almost all day long. So instead of breathing TIG smoke, he actually has a fresh air ventilation system coming in. So just another thing that needs to be considered, right, when you are purchasing a helmet. And again, it all goes back to when, why, what, where, how, what are we doing, right? So I love all the comments that are coming in. Thank you guys for doing that. Really appreciated. So now, with those thought processes in mind, I wrote down the features of this fancy helmet right here. This is actually Miller's Performance Series helmet, all right? So this one has the high definition optics for precision arc recognition, which means we have a powerful lens that can see through. There are 3 independent sensors that provide consistent lens response for low amp welding. Okay, so there's 3 different sensors in there that give consistent response, and low amp welding means that the arc actually isn't very bright, so it's still actually picking that up and able to adjust for that. There's 3 operating modes. There's the weld, the cut, and the grind mode. There is a lens that auto turns on at strike. So the lens automatically turns as soon as there's a strike on it. And then the headgear features adjustable settings and enhancements for fit and comfort. And there's large push buttons to easily adjust the mode settings. It has a lithium battery. This is 7.2 inches wide. That's your viewing field, 7.2. And very interesting, the reaction time is 1/20,000. 20,000. So remember, our scale was from 1/3600 to 1/25,000. So they're at the very high end of the scale as far as the quickness of adjustability for that lens. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah. Did you guys learn something new? Who learned something new about helmets? So that's welding helmets. Quickly, we will do welding jackets and gloves, because the main goal here is, of course, being fire resistant. It's resisting sparks, it's resisting heat, and making sure that there's no UV burns or spark burns, right? Any kind of flash burns. That's what we're trying to eliminate. Also with our gloves and our helmet. Something to consider when buying a jacket. Let's talk about the jackets first, is arm length. Arm length. So if your jacket doesn't come down and cover your wrist all the way, then we need to make sure that we have as high of gloves as possible in order to make sure that we cover all of our skin in our arms, right? We don't want to get any kind of sparks or anything down into our hands. So arm length is important. That high neck collar, again, protecting up underneath the helmet. So then there's different kinds of materials. What you want to look for in a jacket is kind of the climate. As I was looking into them, it kind of depends on your climate. So for the most part, your jackets are going to be either a special kind of leather, or they're going to be a cotton nylon blend that is fire resistant. Then depends on what your weather type is, how you're going to let that cotton blend or that leather play in. Also, it also depends on how high of heat you're using for your welding. So if you're always doing high heat welding, then you're going to want more protection with more leather than if you were doing low heat welding, where you could get away with just a cotton nylon, fire resistant all the time. So there's a little bit of play in there and options as well. From the glove side, we want the tall gloves where they cover over our jacket, so we're protected. You also want feeling in your gloves, right? Like you want to be able to feel what you're doing. So there's thicker and thinner, and the thicker have less opportunity for you to feel what's happening, where the thinner style gloves give you more opportunity for your hands to move. The materials here are leather. They're durable, they're non-conductive, and they dissipate heat. So those are the things that you're looking for in gloves. So with that being said, let's look at our Miller example again. So these gloves are unlined, and which gives them a heightened feel, okay, a heightened feel. And then they have a triple padded palm. They have goat grain leather for flexibility and density. And then they're sewn with 100% flame resistant Kevlar thread. All right, just something to keep in mind. And then this jacket, the one that you'll win, the one that you will win, right? Win, win, win. is it's called an Endura jacket. It's 100% cotton. It's flame resistant. It's pre-shrunk, so there's optimal fit. It's sewn with Nomax thread, so it's flame resistant thread. The Barracuda style stand-up collar for extra neck protection. Easy access front pockets, because we all love pockets. And the fold-in sleeves, so they snap to provide extra fit around the wrist, so that then your gloves can go over the top of it easily. Yeah. So, what do you guys think? How did we do? Did we learn something about shopping for helmets and gloves and jackets when going welding? Yeah. I thought that that was a really cool little dive in there. Because what do we know? Number one, that we're winning. And if we don't win, because of course everybody else is going to win. I mean, you're going to win, but that means everybody else has to think about this. Now you can start looking at it from a different perspective with a little bit of knowledge. So, and always, this will be turned into a one sheet, so you guys will have that, so you can have it for your binders as well. So that will be helpful to you to do some shopping, and we'll send you in the right direction for some shopping as well. All right, so that is our dive in on welding gear, on helmets and gloves and jackets. And next week is already the giveaway. Where did April go? We've just been sitting here. So next week is the giveaway. So make sure you get registered. Make sure that all that you get entered to the challenge, because that is your second entry. I mean, $39 just to enter into this is not a bad plan either. Just saying. So that is the giveaway for April. Also remembering the impact is in there. So we do our impact, our bragging bag. Be sure to throw down somebody that's made an impact on you, somebody that's made you laugh, somebody that maybe checked in on you, somebody that's posting social media posts that you really appreciate. Whatever that happens to look like, just make sure that you take a minute and say thank you in our impact zone. All right. So where are we at now? So we have done the campfire. This is what our little setup looked like on Saturday night for our campfire. It was a ton of fun. We will be bringing it back. Just not quite sure how and when yet, but trust me, it's coming back. It's going to be a lot of fun. We talked about our e-workshop, which is tomorrow night. We're going to do inspecting and washing gear, and then winching points and pull pal. We talked about our challenge, and me double dog daring challenging you to bring a new friend to do the challenge as well this year. We just talked about our welding, our giveaway, and how to shop for helmets, gloves, and jackets, our education layout binder, Wilderness First Aid is 100%, 95% confirmed go. The 5% is the government. The rest is all on us. We're doing it, ladies. There's 4 spots left, so make sure you get it in. Next Thursday, the 30th, I will be on the Rebelle Rally channel doing a Racer Marketing School hour-long program if you want to join us there. Today is the last day of the Barlow Responsible Recreation Tread Lightly Principles giveaway, so make sure you play. This week, a video is coming out on an in-depth look into my office and my world on the BFG channel. It's a series 1 of 3. Okay, so we're down to what you've all been waiting for. How do I get that fancy shirt? Okay, ladies, here it is. So we have our first t-shirt release. First t-shirts, and bam, have you noticed this yet? The lifetime member badge. All right, well, we won't get sidetracked too heavily on that yet. Oh, hold on, I have this one on. Let me turn it back inside out. Okay, tonight, before you have when you get your email tonight, these will be up online, ready for you to purchase. I didn't want to do it yet because I wanted to make sure that you had all the codes, all the everything before you go and buy. All right. First of all, can we celebrate for a minute? Throw some happy birthdays. We have our 9-year I'm Not Just a Girl anniversary. It was on Sunday. Yes, 9 years of I'm Not Just a Girl. A lot of you may not be familiar with that, but that's my clothing line. So I'm Not Just a Girl is a brand that I started 9 years ago. As I stated publicly this week, it's a loss leader. If you're in business, you'll understand those words. It's a loss leader that I started, but it helped me manage and maintain my business. There's a big, long story to it. Maybe we'll tell it later. Now is not the moment. So it was really important that I put that out there. It has some really cool designs from extra small to 4XL. And we do have a few kids shirts left, not very many left anymore. And I haven't put any new designs out in the last couple of years, well, 3 years, since I started Ladies Software Network, because this has really consumed me and really been a part of it. But it's also been the reason why I'm like, I'm not making any more t-shirts because I got a whole trailer load of t-shirts. And until we get rid of this trailer load of t-shirts, I'm not making any more t-shirts. So there's a little bit of personality stuck in there somewhere. But with that being said, we got t-shirts. So 9 years is the promo code. 9 years. Y-E-A-R-S. Somebody type it. All capitals. Just the number 9, and then Y-E-A-R-S, all capitals. That's the promo code you need. 9 years. You add one I'm Not Just a Girl item into your shopping cart and use the promo code 9 years. That will wipe off your shipping for everything that you have in your cart. There you go, Jody. That's how it is. 9 years. Thank you. So everything, you put one I'm Not Just a Girl thing in there, and shipping gets wiped out for every single thing that's in your cart. Okay? That's what you need to lock into right now. And that's only through the end of the month. Only through the end of the month. And these will start shipping right then, right at the end of the month. So you have the next 2 weeks to use that promo code for no shipping. And if you add a I'm Not Just a Girl shirt in there. Which, by the way, the trick is shop by size, because I don't have them all in all the sizes anymore. So shop by size, find your size, extra small to 4XL, and shop by size. And not to be weird, but larger ladies, you are winning in this game right now. Let me tell you, because we got almost everything in your sizes. Yeah. And generally, that's not the case, right? It's so freaking frustrating. So, opposite world around here. Okay, are you guys ready to play? You ready to see all the shirts? You're like, okay, enough of that already. Show us all the goodness. Okay, so here are the shirts. There's options. We'll start with the ladies V-neck cut first. So ladies V-neck cut, you have an option. You have a teal or you have a black. V-neck. Ladies V-neck. You have a teal or you have a black. Okay? Teal or black. Fancy. Guys shirts. I heard you. So you want guy shirts. Ooh. So you also have a teal or a black. So if you want your regular guy style shirt, t-shirt, you have a teal or you have a black. Notice how it's a little bit lighter than the girl shirt. But there you go. So you have a black or you have a teal. Or on the V-neck, you have a teal and you have a black. All right. So when you go to order, you'll see online there will be 4 options. You're picking your shirt option. You're picking your guy shirt, t-shirt, teal or black. You're picking your girl shirt, V-neck black or V-neck teal. Copy so far? Copy. Copy. All right. All right. Next. Here's where the options come into play. I did not go with the rainbow selection this time. Sorry about your luck. I made it simple for me because I wanted to get these out there now, not wait and figure out this whole mess of colors. So here are your options. White, black, and teal. White, black, and teal. Wait, there's 6 options. And glitter or plain. So you can have white glitter or, oh my gosh, you can have, where's the white plain? Ow! Things got a little crazy already. Okay, here's the white plain. So you can have white glitter or you can have white plain. All right? You can have black glitter or you can have black plain. You can have teal glitter or you can have teal plain. Okay? Simple enough? Oh my lord. So that's how we're going to play the game. So you get a black shirt or a teal shirt, boy shirt or V-neck, and then white, black, or teal, glitter or non-glitter. Yay! So you're going to end up ordering your shirt, ordering the size, and then in the notes, this is the part that it kind of stinks, and it'll tell you how to order it, is you need to say white glitter, or teal glitter, or white plain, or whatever. Or if you just put white, I'm not going to give you glitter. If you just put white, that tells me it's plain, okay? Or black, that tells me it's plain. Black glitter, that means you want black glitter. All right, so those are the different options that you have for that. Now, pricing is going to be $26.99. This is just a plain, simple logo shirt. So it's going to be $26.99 for our non-members. Members, you're going to get your code. It's going to be $21.99. So members, $21.99. And remember, we're killing the shipping with adding an I'm Not Just a Girl shirt and 9 years as the option. All right? And yes, Mike, we will definitely get you a teal shirt. I think you'll look great in it. We're still working on the guy stuff. I'm still not sure how to get there yet. But, I mean, a teal shirt with a glitter logo, I think you'd look great in it. All right. So that's these. These will start shipping the first week in May. I want to try, our shipments are not coming in as fast as they were before. So if you guys can help me take advantage of the no shipping, help me bulk up on what I need to order for you, and then we'll ship it out all in that same week, kind of like we've been doing in the past. Of course, I'm going to tell you that they're going to stay on the website just like they were before, so it's not like it's a super huge flash sale. I'm just saying free shipping right now. All right, so take advantage of it and definitely appreciate it. Now, the next thing that kind of rolls into is this bad boy. So last week we talked about the lifetime member. I appreciate those that have reached out to me. Me and the computer are not getting along very well. It's been a really rough week. So I'm still working on what I wanted it to do versus what I need it to do for you. So please message me if you have not already. Message me, email me. Let me know that you want to become a lifetime member. The lifetime membership, if this is new for you right now, I do want to go over it really fast because it's really cool and it really is an exceptional opportunity. Number one, you're going to get a special lifetime memento box. There's some cool stuff that I have planned for it. So I'm not going to say you're going to get that box right away. We're going to get a couple things coming in first and then you're going to get the box. So have a little bit of patience on that. But you're here with me for a lifetime. So you're not going anywhere. And I'm not going anywhere. So we're going to make it right and we're going to make it rad. You're going to get yearly recognition, not just from me, but also at the convention. I think that that's important. You can request your lifetime member badge on your clothing orders. So when you put in your clothing orders, put lifetime member or something in the notes. The only unfortunate part is these two systems aren't linked together. So I'm going to recognize your name, but somebody that's helping me may not. So I just want to make sure that we put them there. Notice they match. So this is glitter white. This is glitter white. Yeah, they're going to match. Forever access. No renewal challenges that obstruct the member-only area. No drama, no chaos, no anything. Forever access. We don't have to talk about it unless something goes crazy and you lose your password or something along those lines. And then special access to Bauer Academy. That's been my big project this last week. I haven't got a couple other things done that I need to get done, but I've been really working hard on Bauer Academy and a couple of special access points for you as a lifetime member. The thing with the lifetime member is I don't have to go back and forth like, okay, who didn't renew, who needs to get kicked out? Like, no, there's none of that. So lifetime members, you have more access to more things than ever before because I don't have to think about it. Like, here, you're in there, take advantage of it all, okay? So that's a really cool position that you put yourself in as well. Just access to more and more and more. Because I don't ever have to analyze it, to be honest with you. Like, I don't ever have to analyze it. Okay, to be a member, just a general member, on top of it, or if you just wanted to do the yearly or the quarterly, you get one free ladies offered trail training session, which is what we were talking about with the challenge. You can take advantage of that with the challenge or other ones that come up around, like the resolution even. Access to our weekly e-workshops with industry professionals. So you're seeing how those are providing even discount codes and cool things that weren't provided before. Significant discounts for clothing and offered accessories and parts via our store and directly through our partners. So that's a big one, like you saw, where we have a member-only price. And then we have partner discounts that we're pushing out as well. Participate in huge monthly giveaways. Our giveaway with all of our Miller stuff, like that's over $500 worth of products. All access to carry on the conversation in our password protected members only area, which is also where you're able to print those one sheets. Receive weekly live and email communication, including updates and events, which come tonight, right after this. Your own personal offered webpage. I'm getting better at those. That we need to get better at. But you do have access to your own webpage. 2 Ladies Offered Network member stickers in your choice of colors, which are going out. VIP opportunities at events across the country. We're doing events again, don't worry. This is just a moment. Special invites to events, and you'll get 10% off events with charge. Opportunity to participate in local events and activities. We have some stuff coming up that I think you're going to be really wanting to be a part of, but you will have to be a member to participate. Discounts and coupons offered by our partners and advertisers. Vote in the polls and participate in surveys, having your voice heard, because that's important in our world. Opportunity to host networking events local to you. Opportunity to participate in the Ladies Offered Network Leadership Program, which is also really important to us. Unlimited new offered friends worldwide with new laugh lines. Remember that only problem that we have are all these lines that we're getting from laughing. an immediate support group, inspiration and encouragement, and locked membership rates. And I kind of dove into this last week as well. That immediate support group, inspiration and encouragement, I think it's really important. Like, we just saw a lady jump on. She hasn't been on in a little while. And everybody, you saw her just say, she said, hey, I've missed you guys. And you saw everybody reel in right afterwards. We missed you too. We missed you too. We missed you too. Like, it is such a cool group. That's you. That's 100% you making that happen. And us creating this group together, and that's what makes it really important. So that's our member benefits, and then the lifetime member is that added benefit. So there is a price difference. I did create an opportunity for, if you are already a member, to become a lifetime member, and that's why you're having to communicate to me, and I'm trying to send out different invoices. Is if you want to become a lifetime member, it's $67 for 6 months, and then shabam, you, after that 6 months, you're a lifetime member. You hit the goal. You're part of our group forever and ever and ever. If you just want to do a one-time payment, it's $327. That's 20% off that 6-month program, and that's less than 3 years. Less than 3 years, significantly less than 3 years. Provides a lifetime of opportunities. So let me know if you guys have any questions on that. Our normal membership is $120. It's 10% off is $27 a quarter, or if you do the yearly, it's $97. That's 20% off. Okay? So, there we go. Just a long list of stuff tonight. Stuff. What questions you got? What do we want to talk about? What do you want to see? Guy shirts and girl shirts, but they're girl shirts for guy shirts for girls. I don't know. I saw Mike wants to rock the V-neck when he's impersonating me next year, so we will make sure that that happens. Don't worry, Mike. I saw the comment go by. I can read and talk, whether you think I can or not. This one is actually the plain black. That's actually the plain black. And then this would be what the plain, or what the glitter black looks like. That's the glitter black. Yep. So I'm not telling you this is how they have to go together. Okay, so on a teal, you would only want black or white on the teal, right? Those are the only two colors that are going to come up, is black and white. And then on the black, all you want is the white or the teal. Okay? So depending on what color choice you start with will be what you want to go with from there. And this will all be outlined in the store. So if you choose your black, then you'll either want white plain, white glitter, or teal plain, teal glitter. If you're doing the teal, then you'll have white glitter, white plain, or black glitter, black plain. All right, so those would be the options. Yeah. So that's that's the theory, right? Is, oh no, somebody do the math. So it's 4 shirts with 6 different styles. So 24 options. Is that right? Or is it squared? It's 24. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. That's not right. That's not right. That's what I think too, Ro, but I think it's actually wrong. So, because, let's overthink this. Well, you all ask questions for a second, all right? You all ask questions. Well, Ro and I overthink this for a second. So, you got teal and teal. So that's, and there's 4 times 2. Well, but then there's 3. Yeah. Whatever. Who cares? so there's 3 times 4. So 3 times 4, 4, 8, 12, times 2 is 24. So 3 times 4, because there's 4 options, is 12. Oh my god, you guys. Okay, so here's your math. Here's your math equation of the day. I don't know who's right. It doesn't matter to me. I'm almost thinking that 30 might be the right one though. Alright, who has some other questions that maybe I could potentially answer? Because that's not making any sense to me right now. We'll find somebody. Oh, this is all old math, Esther. I only know old math. I don't know new math. Oh, poor Thayer. I was talking to Thayer today, and she had like some kids like running around in the background yelling as we're trying to talk. And I'm like, you know, this is the one of those moments where I am kind of happy I don't have kids that we're trying to like go and do and all of this kind of stuff. So yes, Cindy, you can note lifetime membership before we get invoiced because I know who you are. Yes, I know who you are. You're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. We're going to figure it out. So yes, you can. So if you've already contacted me and said I'm in, then I'm in. Yeah, not Common Core math. Oh my god, Jessica. Sure, you can throw glitter on top of glitter if you want. Or glitter, she's saying, can we put glitter black on black? You can do whatever you want. I will do whatever you want for you, for anybody. But those are your 3 color options. That's it. That's it. And then you'll have your matching shoulder logo if you're a lifetime member. All right? So, oh, that was too funny. Now I'm really frustrated. I'm gonna figure that math. Who hasn't figured it out yet? Are we figuring it out yet? I need a pen and paper. That's the problem. We need to figure this out. What questions do you guys have? What do we have left over? So, shirts, you guys got that. You got 9 years for the shipping. We have tomorrow's e-workshop is inspecting and washing the gear, winching points, and pull pal. And these have been going so awesome. If you haven't joined us yet, please join us. It's so much fun. We're going to try and go live tomorrow at noon, really fast. And so we will be able to just kind of tease out what we're going to talk about and show our setups. And then the challenge, I did post a video. It's about 17 minutes long for those that need to dig in a little bit more about it. It's on our webpage, so ladiesoffroadchallenge.com. It also gives the time stamp for each of the lives when I talk about the challenge. So like tonight, this timestamp will go up on there also. So if somebody wants to dive in more or hear me talk about it more freely, they can also dive into those lives. So there's some other tools for you to use. We talk about welding. We talked about the giveaway, this month's giveaway, and we really dug into how to buy a helmet, how to buy some gloves, how to buy jackets, what to think about, what to take into consideration when you're working on all of those. Our education layouts and binders, working on our binders and printing all of the different information. The Wilderness First Aid is on. We are a go. It's confirmed with Dan and myself. I put it at 95%, giving 5% the option for the government. But we have 4 spots left. So it's in Albuquerque, New Mexico, June 12th to the 14th. Robin, to answer your question, lifetime membership option is on the website. Here's the thing though. If you are currently a member, as you are, I want to support you back. So what I'm asking is current members text me, email me, message me, and I'm going to send you an invoice that's less than what's posted on the website. Just depending on how long you've been a member will be what that less than looks like. because you did not have an option when you signed up to be a lifetime member. Anybody that's coming in as a new member right now, they have an option. So they can be an option as a lifetime member, or they can be an option to try it for a year, a quarter, whatever, and then rotate over into it. There's an asterisk there that says, if you decide to be a yearly or a quarterly now, that's awesome, all in, but it does not go towards your lifetime membership. So once you rotate over, then it starts from that position of becoming a lifetime member. Make sense? So it's kind of a decision point, right? Just helping people make decisions. Today is the last day to play the Barlow Responsible Recreation that's been going through our Facebook group. This week you will see on the BFG channel, I'll be pushing out a office tour. I took you through my office and around my world, so you can see it. So that's part 1 of a 3-part series. Second part will be me cleaning my garage. Actually, like doing a whole bunch of different projects. And then the third one will be me actually showing you my garage, because there really is cool stuff out there. I just can't show it to you right now because it's absolutely a disaster. And then next Thursday, the 30th, I will be on the Rebelle Rally channel, and we will be doing the Racer Marketing School. Not the whole thing, but like an hour teaser of some ideas for the being a great marketing partner. All right, what other questions do you guys have? Anything? Do you like the options? I know it's not a rainbow yet, but I got you girls your guy shirts. I got you girls your V-neck shirts. I got you black, white, and teal. Hey, something's better than nothing, right? We gotta go with that right now. Something is better than nothing. So teal, no glitter. Black, no glitter. White, no glitter. Teal glitter. Black glitter. White glitter. And then your lifetime member badge on your arm if you'd like it. If you become a lifetime member and you have other shirts, we have a couple options. Number one, you can send me your shirts and I can badge them, or you can wait until I see you somewhere and I have the machine and I can do it there. Okay, so a couple options, but we can definitely badge them for sure. I have no problem with that at all. Okay? Okay. Okay, I don't see any questions. So everybody say their goodbyes. Does everybody like my fireplace? My fire? Yeah, exactly. So we can get lifetimes for the fluffy jackets. Yeah, so either I can see you at the convention, you can bring all your stuff to the convention. Absolutely. We would 100% be able to do it there. Yep, 100%. Yeah, and then the rainbow options are going to be available at the events. I agree with that too, Jessica. Yes, the machine will absolutely be at convention. Yep. So you can bring your whole group, all your clothes to convention, and we can tag them there. Your fluffy jackets, I may send you just the tag and say, here, try it with an iron. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, because we definitely don't want to send fluffy jackets back and forth. Those things are huge. All right. Yes, everybody saying their goodbyes. Saying their see you tomorrows. I love it. Plain teal, plain black, plain white, teal glitter, black glitter. Oh, and here's the black glitter lifetime member. I did another one too. Where's the other one? Oh yeah, here on the guy shirt. Here's the other one. I did. That's the plain teal on the guy shirt. It's pretty cool. And this plain teal definitely has some personality to it. So it's not very flat. It's just the way it is. Oh, I washed all these today too. These all went through the washer and the dryer. Because that's how I test everything. Make sure that everything looks good and is going to stay good. Yep. I didn't do this one because I didn't have the right, just like the extra piece I needed. But we'll get them all set up for you. All right. You all are awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me at my campfire. We will talk about when the next campfires are coming up and all that goodness later. I will send you an email later, and you'll have members, you'll have your coupon code, you'll have access to all the clothing. I got to get that up online. And then we will talk later, alligator. All right. Linda, we're sorry we missed you too. You get to watch the replay. All right. You all have a good rest of your night, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.